Hello and welcome back to another video. This is a smashed up school Chromebook. This came from my... Oh, brilliant, it's going to vibrate, isn't it? Was essentially a giant pogo stick that the phone's sitting on. This came from my old school. Not directly. It got destroyed, especially the screen. It was given to the husband of one of my mom's friends, and then I noticed this in his truck, and he just said, just have it. This is so that's how I got this. Anyway, this is a Samsung XE525QBB. Samsung Electronics Co. Not only do they make crap appliances, but they also make crap laptops because I should have pulled this out of the little trash thing before. Yeah. Anyway, so this is essentially the back plane of what the screen went into. Instead of this just being one plastic piece, solid injection molded plastic, well, they had the hinges go into these bits of little blocks of plastic that then adhere to here. Well, the right one decided to finally rise up and shake off its the shackles of its capitalist presses, at which point it grenaded the front glass and accompanying touchscreen digitize it. Although the touchscreen digitizer did still work. Yeah, this is more crap. Yeah, this is a shit design, frankly. Why isn't this just entirely plastic or metal? Why? So yeah, that's shit. And me being me, I decided it would be a really brilliant idea to try and delaminate the screen. I destroyed the LCD, so now I'm just stuck with need to be careful. A headless Chromebook with this, and this sticking out. You know, I only got the machine, so now need some sort of video output, and I didn't get a charger, so I need a charger. Now this is actually pretty impressive. This tiny little cube. Where's my Apple charger? Let me get. There's one. Okay, it's a little bigger than that. But not all by that much. This dinky little Apple 5-watt charger looking thing can do 20 volts at 1.5 amps, 30 watts. Yeah, it's one of these gallium nitride chargers. Yeah, and you might be thinking, well, that's pretty impressive. All that pounds such a small device. Gallium nitride MOSFETs. It's probably a bit expensive. No, $6 at Five Below. $6 at Five Below. That's fucking impressive. Anyway, actually, I want to take this apart, which is pretty easy because I mean it's so beat up that yeah. Speaking of school Chromebooks, the ones my high school gave me, most of them were well, to be quite frank, shit. This one year, our Chromebooks had like to go into kind of comas, so to speak, and trying to do I think the power wash or whatever it is, to try and wake it back up. Just didn't work. While the machine was still on, it was fine. It was only when you would turn the thing off or restart it for like a software update. For applying a software update, when it would play Russian roulette, or of course, if the battery completely died, at which point it was a complete fucking bitch to try and get the damn thing to turn back on. In fact, one day, like after I came home from school, it did the same thing to me. And what I did was I actually took the Chromebook apart and disconnected battery and reconnected to try and see if that would work. It did not work. It was not until my 11th grade year we finally got these some HP Chromebook. Well, I think they were all. Ooh, more magnets I can steal. I'm gonna steal those. Well, until like junior. So yeah, I'd be a junior. Why is that even a thing? Why is that type of terminology even a thing? That doesn't make any sense. Free magnets. I mean, this thing's not going to be using a built-in screen anytime soon, if ever. So I'm gonna keep those. So 11th grade, we finally got some Chromebooks that were actually reliable. Amusingly, despite being HP devices, at least for me, they were fine. They didn't break. They didn't. Hell, they weren't even slow. They didn't have weird hinge problems. They just worked, and they did all my school projects, and also building JavaScript things in study hall. Doing coding JavaScript without a inspect element is a little difficult. They were fine machines. Completely fine. Now the thing with school Chromebooks or any publicly facing device, or fine example right here, they just they get like drop kicked and stuff. They're treated like ass. Part of that's almost ooh. What do we have here? A little crack. Part of that's going to be the just teenagers being teenagers, and school is not fun. It's important, yes, but let's be honest, it's not very fun, is it? So people like, and then I think he had like this devious lick crap, or no, I think that was the bathroom TikTok thing. People like people do stuff like they jam stuff with the USB-C ports into ports, and they just it's probably seen it on TikTok, but it's nothing new. Actually, I bet you from back in antiquity, with philosophy schools in Greece, you'd have like students there like fucking up the clay tablet styluses or something, and graffitiing into the stone walls. This is not vandalism is not new in the slightest. Anyway, these things get beat up, and there's been some weird crap going on here, and these screw posts are just non-existent now, although I do still have the brass insets. It doesn't help that these are built to an absolute cost, so they're reliable. Battery, motherboard, daughter board for some I/O. Weird how they didn't. These are almost always USB, these LTE things. The Chromebook I had was not one of these. It was one of these standard Wi-Fi only models. These were dispatched to students who would have had piss poor or non-existent home internet access at home via like broadband. Oh, by the way, I'm American. Yeah, here in America we have shit infrastructure, not only in like roads but also like in internet access. Meanwhile, we have politicians and the media calling the U.S. the greatest country that's ever existed. I'm gonna... Should I go into a fucking political rant? Not even complete electrification until, like, I think the 1960s and 70s. A fucking joke. Why couldn't I have been Chinese or something? Anyway, so, antenna, have your keyboard, your speakers, your standard, cheap computer. Let's take this off. Oh wait, no I can't. Oh wait, yes I can. I can just... do this. Maybe still watch where I'm the screwdriver and stuff is before I... And also not topple the camera. So many of these. Yeah, have some heat sinking. Is actually needed. This heat sinking is needed. Despite the fact that really not all that far off performance-wise from a Core 2 Duo or early generation. I think Core series is what the Intel what those Intel i3s and i5s and i7s are called. I piss around with like ancient electronics. You know, I mean, for God's sake, I made my own microprocessor trainer, so stuff like this is like wonderfully fast in comparison, but even still, it's... How does this come off too? So pretty damn disappointing. And yeah, I know it's it's meant for web browsing, and yeah, it's better than those Northwood Celerons that were so like cash starved they just they mostly spent their time just refilling the pipelines and fetching from memory, but fuck's sake, just damn phone. I have like plenty of Android some fairly modern Android phones that kick this thing in the ass. So yeah, here's a motherboard. Little to no things on the other side. Of course, this is going to be a 6 or 8 layer board. It's going to be a lot of layers. I should probably put this back. I mean, honestly, I'd say actually, I've used, I have my Dimension 2400. It came with the ubiquitous Northwood Celeron, what was it called? Just 2.4 gigahertz with 100 megahertz front side bus. And honestly, under Windows XP, it was fine, really. I I didn't really. Oh yeah, there. It was even on a Debian, modern Debian. Although this was a few years ago, so this thing's probably changed a bit. But under at that point, what was the modern version of Debian? It was pretty agonizingly slow, but not as slow as I thought it would be. Although there was some weird shenanigans with cache, because I modified the motherboard in that machine to so I could like hard set what the speed of the front side bus is, and unfortunately it's not one of those. Unfortunately, I think it's actually a modified Intel motherboard in those machines. The PLL doesn't support like anything fancy, like variable frequencies. But there's like pins that go originally from the CPU and then eventually snake their way probably through multiple devices and into and eventually into the PLL. Probably goes into the North Bridge first. That then signal what speed the machines should work at. And I even I actually managed to technically and so it meant I could anyway I eventually ran a 133 megahertz 2.53 gigahertz Northwood Pentium 4 in it at 100 megahertz, so it was underclocked, and it was about the same speed. Although mine test did get a nice boost up, probably cache shenanigans. So yeah, that right there is a CPU. That is a damn small package. I don't know why. I'm guessing the smaller die is the going to be the the cache or something. I'm not exactly a big fan of. Here's a 4 GB bytes of RAM. Yes, really. Why was this thing came from is from 2021, and RAM's expensive even in this day and age, but come on. So with this you get 2 cores, 2 threads, 1.5 gigahertz. And the iGPU is so pathetic that even in fucking Avlog's mouse simulator, going through a machine code translator, and the whole garbage Android emulation layer on Chrome OS, you can manage to bottleneck the GPU. My God. Here's our firmware ROMs. I don't know why there's 2 of them. Are they both the same size? One's a 25Q127 and the other is a 25Q40, so no, they're not the same size. This is going to be like low power DDR memory. What generation, like, is it DDR3, 4, 5? No idea. Do I care? No, not really, because it's not really going to affect anything. Let me try and put this back slightly better aligned than while trying to look through the camera and stuff. I'm guessing they did this for, like, electrical isolation. Let me put this back together. There's a weird moire pattern because grids and let's that should piss all the that's so low resolution. That should piss all the liberals and fascists off. It's fine. It runs fine. This doesn't work. think it just sits here. I'm gonna actually turn the volume off so that we don't get any ad audio. Again, thanks capitalism. Yeah, it just crashes. Now it's been like, couple years since I used Chrome last. So Notebook LM, oh brilliant. Thought that's an AI crap, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's AI bullshit. So but for academic students, oh sweet, now we get to both waste power and time and money making random crap like what's a good one? Oh yeah, crap like this, which is completely different from what it was the other day. That is absolutely brilliant. It goes to show absolute use of AI. So yeah, I just typed that in. Yeah, no, actually just... Yeah, try and convert that to source, you bitch. Oh. Oh. Well, never mind. Yeah, this is, I bet teachers love this. And of course, when I was setting up through the OB, yeah, bye-bye, Notebook LM. We won't miss you. Fuck off. And when I was setting it up, it was like, oh my god, Gemini, why can't this system just fucking crumble already? Now the Intel Celeron, this is a web browsing machine, word processing. So, it's not meant for gaming, but, yeah, I get that, but just, oh boy, it should be able to handle it, and for the most part, it does handle this. Avlog's mouse simulator, bit of a childhood guilty pleasure of mine. I downloaded this basically right after it released in late 2017 or very early 2018. Yep, make child. Yeah, shut up. This is not a hard game to run. I have an old, and it is, to be fair, it is doing this decently well. But I have an old, Allwinner A13 tablet, and this gets about 15 to 25 FPS on that. Granted, that is a very, much older version, on an earlier version of the Unity engine. And, something I would have tried to install onto this, but it stuff with Android binary interface and machine, it being ARM. I'm gonna go murder that, which makes your wife happy. Yeah, you can both get married in this game and commit literal, well, not really genocide because they respawn. But you can go around murdering stuff, and yeah, there's an achievement along the lines of happy family, and I got that after murdering stuff. It also gives you experience for leveling up. So I also have an old quad Core Action Semiconductor tablet again, which runs better than the All-Winner one, but gets at least 30 FPS. You don't feel like weird frame stuff. Oh, great. What was I thinking? This is not a hard game to run. If I go change the resolution, 1920 by 1080. I actually do it lower because, well, this is a television, not a computer monitor, and the pixels are arranged in a certain way where these resolutions, text looks kind of nasty, and it's not very good. If we go into here, wait for this to load. Yeah, make child have sex. More for the blood machine. It's doing better, a little better actually, but yeah, there's sections with oh, there's some there. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we're being GPU bottlenecked by the goddamn iGPU, which is, you know, not exactly the greatest. So yeah, despite having to go through machine code translation layer, because that's an ARM64 or compiled game, it does stuff like that. What is Wolf Hero? Let's go with Wolf Hero. Again, another A-Vlog game. If you're wondering, do these games heat up the bottom of the laptop? The answer would be yes. Even Mouse Simulator. Come on. There are tricks with converting machine code. You can kind of treat it like a regular language, and you know, this is a proper machine. You know, it's an x86 machine. While conveniently ignoring the old x86 Android, mostly Android tablets, and that one Android phone on those Atom CPUs, which actually performed pretty good. Actually, they just app support. You know, when it was in the heyday, yeah, everything got combined. Yeah, I think it does get a little better when you yeah, it gets a little better as it loads in, and it probably does some compiling. Yeah, this is. Have you ever wanted to play a game where you're a wolf in a forest and you fight against invading robots? I don't really understand that. Now, why am I going on about game? You know, again, this isn't a gaming machine. Well, yes, but you know, productivity can get pretty damn intense. There's some mean spreadsheets out there that really tax CPUs. Yeah, web browsing is fine, but oh yeah, offline. But it's just the stagnation. Like, why? Why is it just giant stagnation? Shell. Yeah. There's our CPU info. Like I said, it's a dual core because fucking Intel. I don't know what siblings mean, but Intel Celeron 3965Y at 1.5 gigahertz. Ooh, this is come on. Even the freaking office secretaries and stuff deserve better. Come on. This is ugh. And the cat seems to be destroying the door. So what am I going to do with this machine? I see this crap. You can't run. No, you can't fucking uninstall it. Brilliant. I'm gonna turn the resolution down. Back down. Just I would install Linux on this, but you know, I'm using this, and I can just get, oh, that's 4x3. I can just guarantee trying to have a Linux environment on a Chromebook while trying to output HDMI over USB-C is just going to be an absolute just clusterfuck. That's like probably 2 layers of weird mystery proprietary protocols, and yeah, that's not going to end well, is it? It's so yeah, that pisses me off. What if you can remove that via the terminal? Muck around in some weird creative way. Or if that's built into the weird giant binary blob that actually is Chrome OS. I think, like, even the GUI itself and the login screen are all the one program. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this free computer.